You're watching KRBC, Abilene's local news at 5.
While the Texas Rangers season was over long ago, an MLB World Series champion is guaranteed to be named later this month in Arlington. Our Dusty Baker is live at Globe Life Field a few hours before the game. Hey there, Dusty. What exactly is the significance of this taking place in Arlington?
Yeah, Lauren, this is definitely a very strange environment right now. Of course, you have the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Diego Padres. This is a neutral site after a 60-game regular season. Remember, the start of this year was supposed to begin in March the 31st. The Texas Rangers were supposed to face the LA Angels of Anaheim, opening this brand new ballpark. Instead, fast forward now to October. Instead of having the Rangers play here, you have two completely different teams from the West Coast coming out here to Arlington to face off in the NLDS, just a couple rounds away from the World Series, and definitely a very strange atmosphere to say the least.
Thank you, Dusty. Go ahead and break down for us where we're at right now in this postseason.
Right. So last week, of course, was the wild card round. So the LA Dodgers hosted the Milwaukee Brewers out there. The Dodgers took 2 games out of the 2. It was a 3-game, best of 3-game series. As for the Padres in San Diego, they hosted the St. Louis Cardinals, and they went to game 3 of that. It was an awfully close back and forth series. And so here today, we have those two teams going at it. Remember, this is the divisional series, and it could not be any more like that because you have two teams from the National League West playing against each other right here in Arlington. The Dodgers finished in first place this season and the Padres in second, but both teams, of course, with high hopes and aspirations to go to the World Series. And a lot of people are saying, and I firmly believe this as well, that these are the two best teams in the National League. And so they're going head-to-head, maybe a round earlier than they should, in a best-of-5 series. So every game matters even more this time around right here in Arlington.
And Dusty, I know you're super excited being there right now. What is the atmosphere like right now, inside and outside the stadium?
Well, first of all, outside the stadium, I walked in about an hour ago, and there weren't many fans at all out there. In fact, there's security going on right now. What they're telling me is they're expecting a larger Dodger crowd than Padre crowd, specifically because there's a lot more people from the LA area that have moved to Dallas, and so therefore, the last time the Rangers hosted the Dodgers, there was a half and half crowd with the Dodgers. So we'll see what happens, but for right now, it's rather calm outside. Inside, though, this is probably the weirdest playoff atmosphere I've ever experienced in my life. I went to the 2018 World Series. Obviously, very loud, very different environment here. Right now, it just feels like any other game. No fans coming in this time around, mind you. Tickets are sold for the NLCS and World Series starting today, and so maybe the atmosphere next week will be a little bit louder and a little more exciting for these players, but at the end of the day, still a lot on the line.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Dusty. First pitch starts at 8:38.